Hello, hello, hello. It is hump day. Shake off all the stress of the week. Hello, Dustin. Hello, Willow. Hello, Lady Spellbreaker. Sorry for the slight delay. I've had squirrel day all day.
I can feel the sweat inside my
Nothing
palm.
was
Play
working.
with me like cats and a
So,
string.
just
don't
roll
understand
with
the
it.
pain it brings.
Hello
You
in
don't
the
ever
bushes.
wanna give me wings.
Take a
You
deep
don't ever
breath.
wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted
Hold
to
it.
you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil
Blow
voodoo.
all
Got me
the
coming
junk
back for
out.
more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
Inhale deeply.
I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed,
Hold
but
it.
you keep me on red. Oh,
Blow it all
everything
out
is like
through
a
your mouth.
test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
Welcome to Dear Dana. Tonight, this is an open forum. Conversations, questions, and answers. And I'm going to start with a little bit of news first. Yeah. But welcome. Just relax. Get your drink ready.
Will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing. And my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing.
Welcome to Dear Dana. It's kind of a chillaxed kind of night. I had so many topics rolling through my head. I was like, squirrel, 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 squirrel. Then when I was trying to make my thumbnail, where I make my thumbnail, it wasn't working. It just wasn't working for me. It was doing all these funny things. I was like, oh, I give up. I'm just going to type it all in and welcome everybody here. It was just not going to, it was not going to be helpful to me. Hey, Dustin. Hey, Willow. Hey, Spellbreaker. Hey there. I started to learn people's real names, and I'm just like throwing them out there. Michelle. And everybody in the bushes. I see you too. I had so many things going through my mind, I could not make up my mind. It was just one of those things. But in the news, I'll throw down a little bit of that before we continue. Anybody that is familiar, and how can you not be, but some of you might not be, in the Alex Murdaugh trial, the kid that lost his life, Stephen Smith, they will be exhuming his body. They decided that his case was not a hit and run. It was actually a homicide. They have got more details about his case, so they have actually labeled it a homicide. Now, all you intuitive people out there, it's good to get in your head and use your thoughts about what you think happened. But if you take a deep breath and close your eyes and visualize, I know what my thoughts are, what you feel happened, and use your gut instinct. Hey, unapologetically, Romeo, you can probably get in your gut feelings and figure out what happened. I feel strongly, I think I know what happened. I feel like Buster was already with him when it happened. And I do feel like somehow Murdaugh was behind it. And Paul and another finished the problem because they were afraid the kid would speak. And that his, bless him, that his body was taken to the location and put out in the middle of the road after he lost his life. But I feel like Buster was with him because I feel like they did have a relationship. I feel like he was with him at the time that two people, Paul probably being one of them, took his life. That's my feeling. but use your own gut feeling to decide what you think happened. Also, in the news, Gwyneth Paltrow's been in court with another man, which I think was a doctor, and it's a he said, she said, during a skiing accident. Who ran into the other? They're both suing each other in court. Who do you think is at fault? They're both suing each other. And to top the news, two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. And you can figure this out and use your intuitive senses. Back in the rumor mill, allegedly, I have no proof. But it's more in the back of things. I don't see it in our media as much, but it's back in the top of the media, in the back of the interwebs, that Rose Hanbury and Prince William, are back to having an affair. And that she may very well be separated from her husband, that Prince William gives lovely gifts to her twin boys and has grown close to her kids over time. She only lives approximately 4 miles from him. Has been married to a very wealthy man who is in his own right somewhere in the echelon of some form of royalty. He's not a prince and stuff, but he's richer than Prince William. He's about 20-something years older than Rose. But, she and Catherine used to be besties, or very good friends, and their friendship went faux pas because of the rumors years ago. And the UK media found a way to let's scrub that story from the interwebs. Let's scrub it away where people can't find it. And let's get an attorney to stop the rumors. Let's scrub that story. Let's scrub that story away. Let's scrub that story away. And cover up. So why would they scrub it so hard? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So where there's smoke, there's fire. So I have to wonder, that story's popping back up. And in the past, he's gone out to dinner with her a couple of times. She's just been a good mate to him. Now Catherine's at her parents' house for a few weeks with the kids. Yeah, they make so much money off those stories, and there are so many. Why do you think that is? But they scrub these stories. Scrubbed. And William had a lawsuit against one of the media because of the story. But now it's popping back up. So we shall see. I don't know. I can't say either way. Look, I don't hate William and Catherine. Don't hate William and Meghan, although I think William and Meghan should be quiet. They should be quiet for a little while and go do some good things. I think they should be quiet for a little while and go do some good things. I don't hate any of them. They just need to live their lives. But I'm just saying, that story was shut down a few years ago, but it's bubbling back up. So that's my in the news. Other than we need to start taking care of ourselves because the world is so cray. on our side of the pond, it's crazy. Crazy. But I'm just saying, to all of you, we get in our head and our judgments about so many things. Get into your gut. Get into your gut. Our head is judgmental and goes monkey mind. Get into your gut. When you think about the right answers to things, wait till your gut responds. Wait till your gut responds about things. And when it responds, then you'll know. But, about William and Catherine and stuff, beautiful kids, beautiful family. I don't know about this whole Rose Hanbury thing. It's popping up again. When they screw up so hard, there's something there. You know what I mean? Because why would her and Catherine go at odds? There's something. Don't know exactly what it is, but there's something. Hello, Shay. It's all abuse of power and control and mental trickery. What am I saying? What did I miss? What did I miss? Yeah, people with power. Anytime people have a lot of power and a lot of money, even if they start out good, baby, they can get swayed. We've seen good people that start out good get swayed. I was watching, what is that show? It had Olivia something in it. It's an old show about the president and Olivia, and they were having an affair. My daughter loves it. And it was all about politics. If she comes through, she could tell me. And the president seemed like a good man. He got shot in the show. Then he got healthy again so he could take his position back. But I was watching it and I was like, I would never want to be a politician. Even the best human being that ends up in politics, their integrity and stuff ends up getting broken down. Oh yeah, the fall of the Kardashians. It looks like it's happening. Hey, Rita Donovan. No, it wasn't West Wing. Hold on, she'll have to tell me. Hold on, let me mute myself. I'm not a loud enough yeller. Maybe if I text her, she'll notice. Isn't that sad? People that start off with cell phones, Shay and I were talking about that, don't have normal conversations anymore. What is that political show you love? I bet I'll get an answer now. People don't know, they don't have regular communication anymore. I bet teenagers these days, if you set them down in a room and they had to have a normal conversation, they would be completely lost. Completely lost. It's a good thing I teach communication online to teenagers. Because it's like Shay said, if you have a serious conversation via text, it can be dangerous. Because it can be so misconstrued. Let's see how long it takes her to answer me. I might have to call her. But the lady's name is Olivia something. What is the name of the show that you like that has Olivia in it and it's about politics? Thank you. Okay. The show is called Scandal. It's an older show. So she has me watching that with her. Did anybody ever watch the show Scandal? Lady Spellbreaker says she's been practicing fasting for many years. I can naturally do fasting and not eat but one meal a day, and it doesn't bother me. And it's not even like I'm trying to fast, it just is. But yet, politics is scary. It's scary. It could take almost, Jesus Christ could come down and be in politics and be, Lord have mercy, I bet the devil would be riding his back hard. So, let me tell you some of the things I was thinking about. I was sitting here thinking, let's work on their intuitive skills, and let me do intuitive tests and see if they could guess things that I had in front of me. And then let's talk about remote viewing. Remote viewing, we could do that. And I was squirreling all over the place. You did vote for Jesus. So I was like, no, let's just do open forum. Open forum. So I'm laying it all out there, folks. Laying it all out there. Spiritual, mental health, psychological, social media, pop culture. What say you? What have you been thinking about? What do you want to know? What question do you have? Throw it at me, baby. Just throw it at me. Not too hard. Throw it at me. You've been trying to keep your hands busy since you quit smoking. You can dance. You can exercise. Do things you love. Plant things. Love you too, Willow. Find something you're passionate about. Write a book. Dance, exercise, write a book. Come up with something therapeutic that you want to teach somebody. Do you know about the vagus nerve, Dana? Yes, I do. I was trying to teach people about the vagus nerve recently. How to reset it. How to reset it. It's easier when you lay down. But I was trying to teach people how to reset it. Do you have a problem with it? Or is it something you've been learning about, Heather? I'm studying vagus nerve damage and healing. You were talking about that vasovagal syncope since I was 16. Yeah, that stuff can make you want to pass out. Vasovagal syncope mess with your heart too. Make you want to pass out all of a sudden. Remember we talked about that when we did that exercise where you look to the right, you look to the left without moving your head. Yeah, it messes with your heart. And they put you on the table and put you upside down. You can get a pacemaker to stop that, though, if you can't regulate it. Ultimately, they'll put a pacemaker to stop it if you don't find a way to regulate it. It is scary. I had a bout of that a few years ago. Scared the crap out of me. But sometimes the breathing exercises do greatly help with the vasovagal syncope. I'm telling you, doing the conscious breathing exercises are one of the main things you need to have in your toolbox. Because People will be like, why is she pushing that so hard? Why is she pushing the 4-4-4? In through your nose to the count of 4. Hold it to 4. Exhale through your mouth to the count of 4. And repeat a few times. We'll be your best friend. We'll be your best friend. That's why I push it so hard. Because it can do so many things. They call them vasovagal, vasovagal. It can slow your heart rate down. It can lower your blood pressure, help stop panic attacks, lower anxiety, help you think more clear. Listen, speaking of some of these things, I was in a meditative state. I was using one of the tools that I found out about from Dustin's group the other night, Spirit Talker. And because I'm a medium and I was using Spirit Talker, it amps it up more. And I did surround myself with light, but let me tell you, I probably should have taken a little more time. I used it the first time, and the guest I'm having Saturday night, and you guys do not want to miss this guest. There's 2 of them. I'll tell you about it in a minute. It pulled through their children immediately and gave me all the signs that it was them. Closed it down. Second time I used it, that's when I don't think that I surrounded myself with protection enough. Okay? And I went to close it down. I don't think I closed it down well. I want you to hear me. So, it tried to tell me it was my great-grandfather. Then it said, do you know where I am now? I said, no, are you behind me? Just a chatting away. And I got interrupted. I don't think I closed it down well enough. I go in my house, and my dog Cleo was looking up and beside me like the biggest boogeyman she'd ever seen was there, and was freaked out, didn't want to come anywhere near me. I kid you not. I had to get my husband to go all over my body with selenite, just like someone was taking a metal detector at me at the airport. All over my body. Once he did that, my dog was fine. And I had to cleanse things. Anybody hear what I just said? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. So I cannot impress upon you enough to make sure when you're doing spiritual work to surround yourself with light. Do your prayer work, do your protection at the beginning and at the end. When you're a medium, when you're working with spirit, all the things. If you're ghost hunting, all the things. All the things. Whether you're medium light, medium strong, a newbie, any of it. Do not hesitate at the beginning and at the end. Do not forget, because you can bring them where you're going. They can piggyback. They can come in your house. You don't ever know what kind you're bringing with you. To see my dog that freaked out and to respond that way, no bueno. Let me tell you something else. If you have Snapchat or you have Instagram and you know the filters that say invite a friend, where someone else can come with you, like the dog filters, and it has 2 people. If you have a spirit in your house, I've had someone that's lost a child and it's done it. If you have a spirit in your house and they are with you, that other filter will often pick up on the other spirit and just show the, sometimes they'll show the spirit, but it will show the filter on the spirit. Did you know that? There are times it will show the filter on the spirit. Just to let you know. So that's the thing. So I'm just saying, protect your energy, protect yourself. If you know the spirit, that's one thing, but you still have to protect your energy and protect yourself. You don't know who the energy is with it. I tend to have a portal in my house. I was teaching kids in China, and it was probably a year or so after I lost Noah. And I'm literally teaching a student, and they video it. And as I'm teaching a student, I guess my abilities picked up. And out of that closet, here comes ages probably 5 to teenager of students from the other students, kids from the other side, walking out of this closet, looked like it melted down, walking out of the closet in 3D, and it looked like they had clothes on. They were in full color, just walking past me as I'm teaching. And I'm literally live teaching. Live teaching. I was teaching English to Chinese students and other courses across the world, live, with that school in China videoing everything live. Okay? Now, it wasn't picking up the students, as far as I know. I say students, kids. But as I'm live teaching, you can see me going like this as they're going by. And one, literally older one, probably 15, leaned over my shoulder as I'm teaching to see what I am doing. To see what I'm doing. And I'm sitting here like, OSHIT, trying to still teach the student and watch what's going on. Because it's the first time I had ever seen them in 3D total color like that. Except for when I saw my dad in the hospital emergency when I was losing my son. I saw my dad in 3D color. But it was like wild. I mean, just one after another, after another, after another. Hey, Shelly Marie. I was just like, holy crap. And I'm fortunate enough that my husband, who is a very sensible, intelligent, calm IT guy, knew I was like this before I even told him, and has experienced things because of me, and believes in me and knows when I go to tell him things that it is true. And he experienced my dog acting like that yesterday and was right there, Johnny on the spot, to help me. So I'm very fortunate. My dad was the same way. They're very supportive, helpful. Okay, think of it like this. What was that show where the lady worked with the cops and her husband was a scientist? And she saw people on the other side. And her husband was very kind and supportive. And she had 3 girls. What was that show? She helped the cops. She could talk to the spirits on the other side. Her husband was very scientific, and they had 3 girls. It was on for a while. I can't remember it. That's it. Why didn't I know? That's like me and my husband, kind of. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot like he and I. He's very supportive like that. Very supportive like that. Yeah. And I prefer to help people like that. You see what I'm saying? We just have weird things happen in our house. Well, you're good, Michelle Cannon Free. I'm glad that you're doing well. So I want to know about your experiences and your questions. And hey, Ace. Hey, Ace. How are you doing? Man, I need to get my friend about I've been so dingy lately about laugh therapy. I meant to get her back on here. We haven't gotten together about it. And I just get so clueless about because we're still trying to get things done around here. But this Saturday, I'm having a couple on here, and you do not want to miss it. Many years ago, they were traveling. They just moved to a new house, and they were in a van, and a drunk driver going 80 miles an hour hit their van. I believe their children were, I want to say their children were 7 and 9. When the drunk driver hit their van, I think he totaled it, and their 7 and 9-year-old passed away. But they lived. Dealing with their grief was horrific. But since that time, her husband has become a shaman. They're both very spiritual. They've written a book. They help people. She says, I married a shaman. I also met them they're in helping parents heal. They started getting signs right out of the gate. They've had 3 more children. They consider themselves parents of 5 children, just like I consider myself parents of 2. They're quite amazing. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. They'll be on at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. They exude this energy. We have, how we lost our children is not the same. But the paths that we have been on and the gifts that have opened up, quite similar. They also do energy healing work like me. And it may come across differently, but you will feel the energy and the healing and the inspiration. You will walk away feeling something you've never felt before. So I hope that you come. So tonight is about you too. Tonight is about you too. Tell me what you want to know. We're going to do a little test, people. I'm so happy to see all of you. Shelly and Shay and Willow. You got a new job, Willow? And Ace and Michelle. Tell me something good. And Heather and Shay B. Tell me something good. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Nora, the stockbroker, driving. Aren't you seeing your family this weekend? Very good. We're going to do a little test. I want you, if you're not driving, if you are driving, you can take a good guess. We are all very intuitive. Listen to my voice. Be very calm, but don't go to sleep if you're driving, Nora. Miss Nora. Okay. Hey, Gourmet Thursday. I'm holding something in my hand. I do want you to use your intuitive self. Okay? I don't want you to overthink with your monkey mind. If you're not driving, I want you to take one deep breath and shut your eyes. And I want you to try to visualize what is in my hand. Whose energy are you talking about, Shabby? I want you to visualize what is in my hand. And when you feel it in your gut, you'll know it's like a bingo, right? Try to visualize what is in my hand. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? It's not that complicated. Try to visualize the shape. Know that it fits in my hand. Try to visualize the shape, what it feels like, and the texture of it. The shape, what it feels like, and the texture of it. You might even get the color. One of the, if you can get shape, texture, color. Of course, Nora's going to go for a coin. Try to get any of those things, shape, texture, or color. If you can get 2 of the 3, you win. Just meaning that you win the intuitive game. Shape, texture, color. Try to feel it in your gut. That is what will tell you. Shape, texture, color. Do you feel it in your gut when you say that? If you've got a question mark beside it, you're guessing, Shay B. You're guessing. Shape, texture, color. Ace, you got a question mark, dude. You're guessing. Or dudette. I don't know which one you are. I don't want to make assumptions. My dad said, when you assume, you only make an ass out of you and me. ASSUME. Ace, he or she. I'm assuming he with a name like Ace, but I don't want to assume. Okay, I'm going to do the little song. When I get through, no more guessing. Do 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 do, do. Hey, Jim, it's Journey Grace. Hey, Grandma. Okay, here it is. The one that came actually the closest was Nora. It's round. It's kind of a coppery orange. But it's not smooth. I mean, it kind of is, but not. So, Nora, you sort of win. You have to take a breath, close your eyes, and look. This will be sort of a test in remote viewing. When you remote view, if you feel connected to somebody, you sort of send yourself to where they are. Right? It works more if you have an emotional connection with them or you love them. Sometimes even if you hate them. But I don't hate anybody. You know what I mean? But it works better if you have an emotional connection with them. But in the government, for many decades, they've used remote viewers. They've used remote viewers to try to get information for the government. And in remote viewing, you close your eyes, you do the breath work. Breath work is for everything. Health, mental health, remote viewing, meditation, etc., etc., etc. Hypnosis, which I also do hypnosis. Yeah. A little rough around the edges like Hugh Shea. So remote viewing, it would be like, here's how remote viewing works. Okay. Imagine you know what your mom's house looks like, right? And she doesn't answer her phone. This is just a little bit of how remote viewing is. So imagine you close your eyes and you do breath work. In through your nose to 4. Hold it. 4. Exhale to the count of 4. So you're getting relaxed. You do your breath work. You visualize your mom's house. You can visualize every room of your mom's house. The couch, the knickknacks, the windows. So then you kind of visualize, oh, I see my mom in her house. And you kind of can visualize what your mom's doing in her house, right? So how do you know that you're not actually visualizing your mom? You have a heart connection to your mom. You may actually be visualizing your mom. You see what I'm saying? So the more that you get in a higher vibration, turn up your radio station to your energy, because we're made of energy, the more that you can turn up your energy, do your breath work, not be in a negative, heavy space, you can feel when your energy's higher. The more you can visualize other places, other spaces. And what remote viewers would do is try to view other places and trust what they were seeing and draw pictures of it. And most often, the pictures they were drawing would be right on the money or very close to it. But the key here is if you have a heart connection, it works very well. Or you're able to amp your own energy up like a radio station. Understand what I'm saying? And you all know what that feels like. Let me remind you. You know when you have a crush on somebody, how your energy feels like, wow, oh, because you have that crush, that love, that high feeling. Because it's like that new love feeling, that new, wow, I just can't get enough feeling. And your energy's all amped up. That is when your energetic field is like cranked up. Sorry for getting so loud. You know what that feels like. Or when you're so excited because you're about to surprise somebody that you love. You know what that feels like. That's your energy going really high. Or you've waited for this vacation forever and you're about to take it. Hey, sweet Care Bear. I hope you have the best night ever. Adore you. You're a sweetheart. I'm glad you stopped by. But you also know that low, heavy feeling. When you can barely drag yourself around. Thank you, precious Care Bear. We all know that feeling. And that's when your energy's turned way down. Right? That's what I mean about resonating higher. Turning your energy up. And that's when you're the most intuitive, the most connected. When your energy's higher like that, that's when the most opportunities come to you. That's when the most positive people gravitate to you. That's when the best things sort of fall in your lap. Because your energy feels higher. Does that make sense? It's higher. It's like it opens doors for more things to come your way. When it's lower, those things can't fall into your field. Am I making sense? Is it sort of like, oh, aha, now I get it? When it's low, it can't get to you. Because things that are better, opportunities that are better, things that make you happier, it's like the radio station's turned up. It's like floating in a different arena and it can't get to you. It's like it's on a different floor. It's like you have to go into the elevator and go up to get to it. So we can't be up all the time. That's not how human existence works. Because we're going to have low days. And that's okay. But we have to work on ourselves to try to push forward and do better and help others and work on healing. It's like every time you go down, you have to try to go back up. That's why it's work. And that's why when people talk about manifestation, it's not some kind of magic thing like, oh, I'm here, fall to me. No, you have to work and go back up. There's work in between. There's a bridge in between. See, I'm squirrel today. I'm all over the place. Has anybody got any? Tell me your questions. I give you some answers. What do you want to throw out there? Anybody going through anything? Anybody going through anything that's confusing to you. Because you're all going, look, we all are going through some kind of spiritual journey. All of us, me included, every single day. Trust and believe. I am included. I'm humbling myself because every single day I'm going through it too. I wake up and go, what's next? I do yoga on and off. It's very helpful because you see, baby, you so focused about where your leg is, your arm is, your butt is, you don't have time to be worrying about anything. You don't have time. It quiets your mind. It quiets your mind. Yoga helps your body, helps stretch your body, and it quiets your mind because you sure got to focus about where your body parts are. You got to focus. Dana, what are your thoughts of working midnight shifts? How do you mean that, Miss Nora Stock Explorer? How do you mean that? Can you clarify that question? Do you mean you working midnight shifts or me working midnight shifts? That would be a good thing, Heather. You talking about me working midnight shifts? I'm wound up like crazy tonight. Do you think it's unhealthy to work midnight shifts? It depends on your sleep cycles. Because to be honest, I'm basically a night person. I used to prefer, okay, if you worked a midnight shift, would it be midnight to 8? Midnight to 6? If you're more of a night owl, and you preferred that, that's up to you. But then, do you sleep most of your day and not have any daytime and not have a life? It's a work-life balance. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So then you go home and sleep probably from 6 to 12 or 2. You'd have some daytime. How would you have time to socialize? It's a work-life balance, Nora. Do you like to work that kind of shift? I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Are you a night owl? If you're not a night owl, I wouldn't do it. If you're not typically a night owl, I would not do it. Because then you're going to feel this resistance all the time and feel like you're missing out and not having a life. If you're not typically a night owl, I would not do it. See, if it was like backed up a little bit and off at 3, wouldn't be so bad. But if you're not typically a night owl, I don't think I'd do it because you're going to have this passive aggressive feeling. If it's not your normal thing, and they just offered you a bump in pay to switch up, I just wouldn't do it. Because I have a feeling you're going to be like, I wish I hadn't done this. You're most welcome. Now I'm itching. See, when I was younger, I worked at Six Flags over Georgia, and I would do my shift, and then in the wee hours, I wanted extra money, and I was crazy. I worked wash down, where you would like spray down the whole park because I wanted the extra bucks, and that was not a female job to do. I put on all these big, heavy wash down clothes and take these hoses and wash the whole park down because I wanted the big bucks and extra money. It was not a female job to do, but I did it. But I don't think they would say, oh, it's not female or whatever, but then it was not a female job. Six Flags over Georgia. Ask me a question, I won't tell you a lie. Throw your questions down, throw your comments down. And as always, mental health, above all, is numero uno, the most important thing for us all. Focus on it for yourself. Oh, good idea, Heather. Hey, Sarah McCluskey. You left some stuff out of your first interview. You said, I guess the earlier stuff that went on with me that my mom had difficulty with, I need to mention more things. Okay. Yes, we all need to consider our mental health in all the decisions that we make. Period. Because, look, one time my mom mentioned it today. I had taken a job when I was in college at a dress shop, a big dress shop, as an assistant manager, just because of the money. And I went in there, and there was this chemical smell, and all the clothes racks were stuffed together, and I was supposed to start working there. And my gut feeling on the first day was it was the wrong decision to take that job. And I told them, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And I told them I couldn't take the job. And I turned around and walked out. That was terrible. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. After I'd said I'd take the job, just something in me was like, I can't do this. You are most welcome, Miss Heather. Do you like pee roller coasters? What? What is a pee roller coaster? Shay B, what is a pee roller coaster? You are most welcome, Miss Heather. And everybody check out Lady Spellbreaker 1313 channel. Dana, every night when I was pregnant with Nate, I prayed he wouldn't have anything wrong with his brain. Do you think I manifested his ASD? No, I do not. No, ma'am, I absolutely do not think he manifested his ASD. Nada, no, nada. I think that maybe somewhere in your gut, you might have known something was awry, but I don't think you manifested it at all. See what I'm saying? Your mom's gut instinct might have known something, because that's how moms are. And maybe your internal something was trying to prepare you. But did you manifest it? No, ma'am. 150% no, ma'am, you did not. For sure, you did not. I mean, did you like the roller coasters? Maybe it's my column that I have that's making my talk text a little off. Girl, sometimes when I try to talk text, it does not understand me and my accent. No, it does not. Um, 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 Let me find you. Okay, some of them were okay, but they kind of freak me out. They're fast. I'm going to tell you like it is. Sometimes there were accidents on these coasters, but if you were a rides foreman, like I was on some of them, every day, every morning, you had to get on that coaster and do a test ride on it for safety check every single day. I didn't like that part. No, I did not. Coasters were not necessarily my favorite thing, no, ma'am. And now that I'm older, I could do without. Gonna be honest with you. Seriously, she had difficulty with toilet training, not diaper till the age of 5, and you have sensory issues with food. And you have self-injury with meltdowns. I am so sorry to hear that, Miss Sarah. I hope things get better and that you have more good days than bad. I hate typos too, and I make plenty of them, especially when you have autocorrect. Come on now. Autocorrect tries to correct things it should not correct with me. Yes, that is my feeling, Michelle. You know, sometimes in some weird way, um, we are trying to prepare ourselves in some sort of way. And I think that is exactly what was happening when you were doing it's almost like by trying to it's almost like a form of self-denial, but you had the knowledge already in you. Does that make sense? The knowledge was already there in you, and it's like your prayer was bringing it to the surface. Understand? But I promise you, I would never say it if it was not the truth. I promise you, in no way, fashion, or form did you cause it. This is coming from a mom that had a child with multiple medical problems. You did not cause it. Good, Sarah. I love hearing that, darling. Love you too, Heather. Heather. We need to plan to come on together again sometime. I'm sorry this is so all over the place tonight. But you know, sometimes I just feel all over the place. All over the place. And I told you all recently, I felt like I was like having a spiritual download of some sort. I felt this weird sort of depressed feeling, but for no reason, which is not like me. A heavy something ringing in the ears, um, like this change was occurring with me, and I had not had this weird feeling since I had that near death experience. And it has lifted, and I know a change has occurred with me, right? And my mom and I were talking about astrology today, and she said, "Yeah, your brother's a Gemini, and your other brother's a Sagittarius, and their astrology suits them so well." And I said, "Yeah, mine's an Aries, but Mom, it kind of doesn't match at all because it says they're not patient, it says they're hot tempered, and yada yada. That doesn't match me because I have to be really pushed to be hot tempered. I'm very patient." And I said, "I'm wondering if the near death experience did not change it somehow." And she goes, "Well, it could be." We, Nora, we were on together recently, actually. Um, I said it could. Mom said it could be, but you've been through so much in your life. I said, but it's just weird. It particularly doesn't match me for the most part. And she said it doesn't, but most people's do. And maybe your near death did change it. She goes, "I don't know." But see, my mom, she's kind of all over the place, but she'll openly talk about the near death experience. Now, Michelle said, I was growing accustomed to the idea by speaking about it. Yeah, you were, Michelle. So I hope that you can release, if you have been carrying, Michelle, that idea that somehow you caused it all this time. Have you? If you have been carrying that with you, I pray tonight that you finally can just release that, because that is a big untruth. That is a big untruth. Please tell me you can release that. Good. Good, 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 good. So you are, Sarah, so you and Tyler are boyfriend girlfriend situation now? I'm so happy to hear that. And Nora, how'd you get so sweet? Do you have siblings? That's what I want to know. Because you are the biggest sweetheart. And I want to know how I got so lucky to have the most loving community like ever. And I would like to get to know my people in the bushes more. Look, today I was reading, I have the biggest quiet community in the bushes ever. Ever. About 85% of the people that consistently watch me every week are in the bushes. And they don't hit subscribe. And I love you people. I love you. And I appreciate you so much. You just don't know. I wish you would hit like and subscribe and come to get to know me. I want to get to know you. I really do. I don't bite. When you subscribe, nobody calls you on the phone. Nobody sends you an email. You don't get charged. We just get to know you. You get sent some love. I hope everybody can feel my energy and care for you. I really, really do. But you don't get bothered and pestered. Tyler Pike, I hope I get to meet him. He can work out the distance issues. Thank you, Miss Shay B. I want to know how many are you like. I want to know. Hallelujah. I want to know how many of you are interested in legitimate hypnosis sessions for certain things. For certain things, it can be to lose weight, it can be for more confidence, it can be to quit smoking. But you would have to watch that one a few times because it takes more than one session to quit smoking. And look, you have to really want to quit smoking. You have to want to quit smoking. Hear me again. It can be, hey, Virginia Wolf, my man. When I don't see you come in, it bothers me. It can be for different things. Yeah, it can be for insomnia. It can be for different things. But when I do them, I'm going to need to set it up private. But I seriously want to know. That would be great, Miss Sarah. Hey, I had company. I watched them. Well, that is a good reason, Virginia. You know you're my man in here. She has a beautiful wife. I don't mean it that way. Let me clarify. Yeah, it's very helpful. I won't make anybody quack like a duck, although that could be fun. It would be fun to do a live one with a bunch of you and do one for fun. But I would really like to set that up. What are some things you all have problems with that you would like to eliminate? Or things that you would like to increase in your life? Not money and stuff. I'm talking about, you know, well, like I want to start lifting weights. I want to do more yoga. But you know what I'm saying. Do you want to have more confidence? Do you want to have, I'm pulling at straws, people. I am pulling at straws. I see what you're saying, Sarah. I see what you're saying. Eat more healthy. I want to grow more veggies. I just saw something on how to grow more succulents easily, and I want to do that. I get what you're saying, Sarah. I want to grow more veggies. Be more active. Be more active. I want to. What is something all of you want to do more of? I want to sing. I want to learn how to sing. I want to. What do you want to learn to do? Oh, I have been considering get rid of depression and anxiety. That's a good one. Okay, Willow, you said you got a job? I missed that one. I didn't know you were working at a new job. On top of that, I have been considering some things. Yeah, not to shove things under the rug. Look, shoving things under the rug is shoving it in your shadow. Let's be honest. You want to record one of your stories as an audiobook. I support that. You want me to bug you? I will bug you and make you do it. I have been on the ledge about auditioning to voice an audiobook. Congratulations, Willow. That is awesome. I'm very proud of you. I have been sitting on the ledge for about a year about auditioning to narrate an audiobook, and I have not done it. Have not done it. Because people have told me that I should do it because of my voice. Thank you, Shay. Because you can make good money at it, actually. So, we shall see. Maybe I'll jump and do it. And then there's Vela books where you write a chapter at a time and people listen to it. Have you ladies heard of that? Paranormal investigator. You can go ahead and do that. Me and Eden in Canada were talking about getting our gear together and going to do it together, either in the one of the most haunted cemeteries here, or in the lake where the man-made lake where they filled it up and covered part of the city with the houses, the streets, some people, and everything under the water. You should do it, Willow. Not by yourself, though. Get someone to do it with you. You should do it. Thank you so much, Nora. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it, Willow. There is nothing stopping you. You should do it. Go, Willow, go. Go, Willow, go. Go, Willow, go. You can do it. Well, Willow, do it. Jump on it, girl. Jump on it. Shay wants to read people's minds so there's never any confusion. Just to ask them the question. Here's my question. Shay brought up a good point tonight. How many of you still talk on the phone to people? Hey, Mark the Spider Guy. Please check out his channel. He's got tarantulas on there. How many of you still talk to people on the phone? Or do you only text? Good, Virginia. Good, Willow. Do any of you still talk to people on the phone? Or do you just only text? That's good. Video chat's good too. That's talking to somebody. We shouldn't lose the fine art of having communication. Aw, it's good you call your mom Virginia Woolf. I bet she wouldn't tolerate texting. You know, I don't know the last time I've seen a payphone on the side of the road. And do you know they've stopped making stick shift cars? They have stopped making stick shift cars. That's so sweet, JB. She's only 92. They have stopped making stick. Has anybody seen a payphone lately? I want to know. Nora says, I just live stream on YouTube. I think people like live streaming and connecting so they can actually have communication with other people because they are missing it. They're missing actually having that human contact, that communication with another person. Seriously. Yeah, me too, Virginia Woolf. He says, not in a while. I wonder if they have them at like the airports, bus stations and stuff. You know, like wonder if somebody's cell phone doesn't have enough juice and they need to call somebody. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can I use your phone? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a UK guy. You got one of those sexy accents. Okay, Mark the Spider Guy. Are your phone booths, are they red there? Are they red? That's what I want to know. Are they just regular? Are they cool red booths? Well, they said yes, sexy accent. Mark Spider Guy's laughing. When my phone runs out, I say my phone's going to die to put it on life support. Ooh. There was not many of them around now. That's pitiful. What are people supposed to do? He's got spiders all over his channel, girl. Tarantulas everywhere. Big, hairy spiders. Paranormal Witch says, I love sexy accents. Well, then you love mine too, don't you, Willow? I mean, yeah. Joking. I'm joking. Yes, check out his channel. He's got tarantulas. He's got spiders everywhere. And please check out Nora the Stock Explorer's channel. She is a doll. She is the sweetest person like ever. Ever, ever, ever. Shay says, my lord. Thank you, Willow. Sarah says, when I first started YouTube, I wanted to upload video of my cousins. In fact, I did for a while. Well, that is pretty cool. Cool, Leo. Thank you, Willow. Virginia Woolf says, cool channel, Mark. Yes, everybody, check out Mark's channel. Mark the Spider Guy. Shay said, I can't even see a glimpse of a spider without freaking out. Mark says, don't forget to like this stream, guys. Thank you so much, Mark. And thank you, Virginia. Just so you know, Mark, Virginia Woolf is a dude. He's a dude with a beautiful wife. So there's no confusion there. Who plays music and writes music? He's a dude. Virginia says, I kind of like southern accents on women, but wonder if it would get old, her calling me sugar or whatever. Why, hello, sugar. I've never called you sugar till tonight. My cousins are grown now. So I'm thinking about creating a channel just for all the videos of my cousins. And there are some cute ones because they were cute little boys that make me feel old now. Oh, you're not old, Sarah. Sarah, you're not old. Dear Dana, you should interview your hubby. He would never do it. He'd never do it, Willow. It will never happen. Not in a million years. It'll never happen. Shay said, a sweet southern man. I could get sucked in. My husband's danglish. He's completely danglish. Not southern, danglish. Yeah, he'd never do it, Willow. Never happen. Now my cousins are 2017 and 14. That is why they made me feel old. He wants his identity to be protected at all times. So you don't know who we really are. I have to protect my identity. He will never come on here. Yep. Just the way it is, baby. Just the way it goes down. You got to see his house coat and his hands. That's all you get to be seeing of my man. Thank you, Willow. Probably be a cold day, and you know what? Whoa, it's very late there. Thank you for the quick visit, Spider-Man. I almost called you Spider-Man. Mark the Spider Guy, I greatly appreciate you. Have a good sleep, darling. Have a good sleep, you and your spiders. Thanks for coming by. Get a good rest. You know, Virginia, I would really love, what I'd really love, but I bet you won't do it. I'd really love you to come up and play music sometime. Would you ever do that? Or give me 30 seconds of a beat. Boom, ba-dam, bow, bow. Of a beat to open Dear Dana. Would you give me 30 seconds? Brown, 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 brown. Or would you just come up and play some music for us sometime? Would you do that? Just put on your hat if you're shy and play some music. I'm going to bug you, though, about doing that book, right? So tell me, people. Tell me, what do you want? What do you want to hear? What do you want to do? What do you want? You want the hypnosis class? Yeah? Put a 1 in the chat if you want the private hypnosis. Put one in the chat. So we'll write that down. I think about it. Maybe some electric chair. Woo! Yes, I would go for that, Virginia Woolf. I'm writing it down. I'm going to make it happen. Virginia Woolf gives us some electric jam. And he wants some hypnosis. Electric jam, hypnosis. Put a 1 in the chat if you want some hypnosis, because I'm going to make it happen, baby. I'm going to make it happen. 1 in the chat if you want some hypnosis. Not tonight, though, 1 in the chat. Virginia Woolf already threw his 1 down. He's talking about some electric jam. Give me a 1. It's not moving. Baby, give me a 1. I got 1. Earlier, people mentioned it. It's not moving. Nobody wants it. Not sure what I want to get hypnotized about, but interested. Okay. Okay. Yours is fear, Shay. Somebody else had it too. And if you're watching later, throw stuff down in the comments. If you want hypnosis for a certain thing, throw it down in the comments. If you want guided meditation, throw it down in the comments. I can do guided meditation to help you connect with a loved one that's passed over. Got me? Okay. If you want to learn how to do, what did I mention earlier? That I'm having a squirrel that the government does. Somebody help me. I lost it. When you do it at a distance. Dana lost it. I'm having an MS moment. I'll get it back in a minute. Oh, Dana. You know how that goes. Shay, we talked about it earlier. No, not lie. When you can see things at a distance. I can't remember the word. It's an MS moment. I hate it when that happens. Okay, I'll remember it later. Remote viewing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hate it when I lose a word and I can't get it back. If you're interested in learning how to access remote viewing in your brain, put a 2. We can do a class like that, or you can put it in the comments. Okay. I can do past life regression, but I would be tickier about doing that with people, okay? Because your mental health has to be in a certain place. If I'm with a person in person, I'm not as ticky. If I'm having to do it with people at a distance, I have to be tickier because it's past life stuff. But I can talk about it and teach about it. But as far as doing actual regression with people at a distance online, I would have to be ticky about who I did it with. But I can do it with people. You get what I'm saying? So that is something. Anything that you guys can think about that you may want me to do with you in a class form that is under the guise of hypnosis, guided meditation, spiritual stuff, or readings, that is another thing I would do privately. Let me know. Just don't want to do it this way. Just let me know. Or teach you how to tap into for yourself. For yourself. Because you're capable. Or healing. Like quantum healing. Energy healing. You all are capable of tapping into this for yourself. It's not a one-person thing. Nobody's more special than the next person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, she's magic. She can do this. No. You all have your own gifts in your own special way. Does that make sense? It's not like, oh, that person, they got all the things. No. Everybody's got a thing. You got a thing, and you got a thing, and you got a thing, and you got a thing. But anyway, I think I got a thing because I'm hungry. I'm hangry. I'm real hangry. And I'm starting to ramble. And we can talk about past lives. And I can do past life light. I can do past life light that if I'm concerned, it may be too hard on you to be hypnotized into your past life, that I can tap into your past life and we can go that way. Make sense? But anyway, the chat has slowed down. Everybody's getting tired. They want to go do their own thing. And I understand. I love you all so very much. I have been jumping like a squirrel all over the place. I hope you all have a beautiful night. I appreciate you all. Please do not miss Saturday. These will be the most amazing guests ever. Okay? The most amazing guest ever. I love you so much. This was just one of those nights that I was just like, wow! But I appreciate you all. I love you all. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you're in the replay gang, please put your comments below. Put your comments below. Know that you're loved, you're valuable, you are worthy, and you are gifted in your own right. And I shall see you on Saturday night. Mwah! I love you, Big Touche. Take care of yourselves. Protect your energy. And let's dance this thing on out. Bye, everybody. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Here we go. If I can find it, because I'm cray tonight.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change.
Hey, everybody.
Change all the bad to okay.